Remember, we'll be back. Ashish Bhagat is also with us. He's our legal expert. So any legal issues that you're looking at within the real estate space, we'll tackle them. Vinod Tiwari has one. He's joining us from Bangalore. We'll talk about his issue as well in a bit. And of course, Jaideep Dang from JLLM continues to be with us. We'll be back. Our lines are open, 4098-7300. That's the number you're looking for. We'll be back. Hello again, you're with Call UTVI. Here's where we're answering all your real estate related questions. Right now, let's go across to Bangalore, where we have Vinod Tiwari joining us, and he has a problem that he's facing with the developer that has promised certain amenities but hasn't delivered on certain promises. Vinod, if we can have details from you, please.
There are a couple of things which are having a financial implication, and of course there are the amenity issues. Let me start with the financial issues which we are feeling very concerned about as residents of Akme Ballet. You know, this is a property in Bangalore, a development by the Anil Nanda Group, which is a Delhi-based group. Our concern is that we have all paid maintenance corpus individually between 2 to 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs each. And today, Akme Projects, the developer has a corpus of almost close to 8 crores. The maintenance period was for a period of 2 years, which is coming to an end come 1st of September. And we do not see any signs from the builder that he is going to return the corpus in full. We have a maintenance agreement which clearly states that the corpus which has been collected would be only used for maintenance purposes, and the corpus comes back to the residents in full. Now, what the residents would naturally do would be to invest it, and out of the interest, we would run the maintenance of the place. Our concern is if the maintenance corpus doesn't come back to us in full, we are going to be individually saddled with anything between 6,000 to 9,000 rupees per month. And you can appreciate that we have retired citizens, retired people, we have got very young people.
Vinod, the point is well taken. You're saying, Vinod, the point is well taken that you are saying, as far as the corpus is concerned, maintenance corpus, it's coming out to 8 crore rupees right now, but no signs of that being passed on from the developer to you. What exactly can you do in a situation like that? We have Ashish Bhagat with us. He's our legal expert. Ashish, what can you suggest to them?
Yeah, Vinod, there are a couple of things that you could do. First of all, you will definitely have to issue a notice to the builder that he has to return the corpus. In case they are not ready to do it, you have to file a suit and call for an attachment before judgment of the entire corpus, so that if, God forbid, he does not agree to return it at any particular point of time, you'll be able to get that money back retrieved through a court receiver. And then you can always have the corpus back into your records, and individual members needn't pay anything.
Right, and so that's one part of the question. Go ahead with the second part, Vinod. You had something else on your mind as well.
No, Ashish, just to react to what Ashish just said. Remember that come September, we are going to be individually saddled with, because the Akme Projects guys are going to move out. How do we run and maintain the place, which will be a big hole in our pockets, right? We are all service class, and there are a lot of retired people who are just living on pensions. It's, a legal process has its own time dimensions, We do not expect, even if you go to a consumer court, it has to be at the national level, which is at Delhi. And we do not expect anything to happen within a time span of 6 to 1 year. How do we manage the place? So that's something which we are very concerned about. Along with that, we have issues of service tax, which the government through its notification has said that it is no longer applicable to the people who have bought flats. We are asking the developer to please return whatever service tax or service charge, whatever you have collected. That's again an amount of almost 7-8 crores. Now, there is no sign from the builder that he is in any mood to return that money to us. There is a third thing which is related to khasra transfer. You are aware that the khasra there are certain municipal dues which has to be cleared by the builder before we get the khasra transferred in our names. The builder and the developer are happily sitting on, and there is no betterment charges and the rest of it which needs to be paid. Those monies have not been paid. And today, because we cannot transfer our khasra into our own names, or khatas into our own names, we have problems of, we are paying very high interest with some banks. We can't transfer that bank interest to a bank which is giving a lower rate of interest. We have issues of a situation where, even if you want to sell the property, you need to have a khasra transfer.
Right, so we're looking at service tax, we are looking at the maintenance corpus as well. Ashish, we are looking at khasras not actually moving in the name of the owners of this property. Ashish, what are you going to tell them in terms of the next move?
We know all your problems are getting resolved simply because there is a khasra transfer which has not happened. Now that gives you an edge, because now you could file a writ petition against the government, and in that implead the builder also as a party, and in that writ petition itself you'll be able to get a direction for observing that the amount of corpus will be reserved, the khasras would be transferred, because obviously the builder has given some kind of an undertaking to the state government when he has taken a license for construction of this premises. So your problems will get eased out if you go in a writ petition, making the government as a party and the builder as a respondent number 2 in that matter. And thereby, you will be able to reserve your corpus. The service tax issues will also get addressed, because you'll be able to take that as a question in it and get it set aside by the High Court at Bangalore itself, along with reservation of your corpus.
Vinod Tiwari, if you have more questions on this, then don't forget our email ID, oncall@utvi.com. Meanwhile, we are also trying to get in touch with Akme Builders to be able to get your grievances answered directly. We'll probably take them on in our next episode here on UTVI. Right now, we're taking a very small break. Look.